Welcome back to Sort of Sophisticated, the podcast that, who are we kidding? Basically does all the grinding for you because we're grinders.
Grinders.
We are grinders. So you guys could just all sit back, relax, and justify your little burnout with some historical stuff and some psychology stuff, maybe some pop culture stuff, whatever we talk about on the show. I don't even know. I'm Pete, the guy who needs more listeners so he could retire. And with me, as always, is Amanda.
Hi, friends. And don't worry, Pete's not retiring anytime soon.
I'm retiring.
He has 4 kids. And he loves what we do. Don't let him lie to you.
They're all old. They're all adults.
They are. They're all going to be
I'm retiring.
College or post-grad.
Postgraduate. That
You're
sounds cool. Okay,
yet.
fine.
But if you did retire, we should definitely travel more.
We should.
And do what we talk about on the podcast.
We should.
I'm just saying.
Like crap that you just did?
Yeah.
Like, where did you just go? National Park, like galore?
We did. We went to Wyoming, Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, and a little bit of Nebraska.
All at one time?
All at one time. 1,900 miles.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah.
That's a lot of miles.
It is. 3 national parks, 3 national monuments, 1 national memorial.
Are you really going to do the thing where you try to go to every national park? Is that really a thing you want to do?
Mm-hmm.
Are they that interesting to you?
They're very interesting.
Wow.
Because it's just so different.
Okay.
And I don't think what people realize is that we go and we travel the world to see all of these different places, but it's like here in the U.S.
No, it's true. That's what everybody says. Like, because other places don't have national parks. I mean, they have some, but nothing remotely close to what the United States has.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I give you a lot of credit. That's awesome. Which one was your favorite?
Ooh, favorite. Well, I mean,
like favorite on this trip. Not like favorite all the time. Favorite on this trip.
So my girls would definitely say that Badlands was their favorite.
Okay. Where's this?
Because it is in South Dakota.
Okay.
It was their favorite because we went on the fossil trail and they found a fossil.
Really?
5 fragments of don't know what.
Oh my gosh.
We sent it in.
Wait, South Dakota? It was probably one of the dead presidents. Was it like under Mount Rushmore?
It was not under Mount Rushmore.
Was it like a femur?
National
Was it like
memorial.
a femur bone from
No,
Teddy
it looks
Roosevelt?
like a pelvic bone though.
Really? From what? Like a dinosaur? What the hell are you talking
like
about?
A little, like a bird or something, like a smaller creature.
That's wild.
But it was on the fossil shelf,
I like
so
that.
it's definitely something that's not probably recent.
Badlands. What's your favorite?
Mine was actually Jewel Cave, which isn't a national park. It's a national monument.
Okay, that still counts.
And we were 279 feet underground.
Oh, right. Never mind. Out. That's crazy.
But you don't feel like, I know you think it's claustrophobic.
Yes, totally.
But there's so much space. And as you're walking through, there's just geodes, and it's so cool.
Did you find
box work?
Did you find the Arkenstone?
No, did not.
Diamonds?
No, but they did go into that mine.
Yeah,
it was during the gold rush. So it was some prospector who came in and
some prospector
and discovered it.
Did you get to talk to any prospect?
We didn't. We did go to a gold mine though in Deadwood.
Whoa, Deadwood.
Deadwood. Yep.
This is serious.
Yeah.
You went on a cool trip.
We did. It was a lot of fun. But
good for you.
Just a fun fact for everybody.
Yeah. What?
So when you were in the gold mine back in the day, during the gold rush, so they would have somebody who would hold kind of like the chisel is what we would probably, there's a technical term, but like a chisel, and then somebody who would swing the hammer at the chisel. Yeah. Mind you, they were.
This is so Lord of the Rings vibes right now. Oh my God.
A leather band
dwarves
on their forehead with a candlestick, and they got 1 candlestick for every 2 people. And so one person would be holding the nail, and one would have the hammer to make holes in the rock in order to put a stick of dynamite, right?
In order to mine.
Yes.
They were miners.
They would lick their thumbnail and it glistens, and they would put their thumb on the edge of the nail and they would swing the hammer. They counted 3, and the person who put their thumb had to move their thumb, and the person who had the hammer had to hit the nail right where it was. If you missed, it would be the person's head. But, wow. Okay, crazy. But they would vote kind of on who was the least favorite person in the crew. And that would be the person who would have to go stick the dynamite in the hole, light it, and book it out of the cave as fast as they could. However, when they started running, their candle would go out. And then they'd be like fumbling in the dark. Yeah. No.
Running into walls.
Insane. All I discovered, because we also stopped at Fort Laramie, I would not have survived the Oregon Trail. I would not have survived being a miner. None of this.
That's hard work.
It is.
That's serious stuff.
It's insane.
Yeah.
So it just made me appreciate today.
Right. I think back to my whole I'm not going to retire thing. I'm doing okay. Right?
You
Let's
are.
Go. Can we start now?
Let's go. Let's rip off the Band-Aid.
I appreciate the update though. That was good. I like the vacation update. I live vicariously through you. Okay.
That's the one going to Greece.
What are we doing? Whatever. All right. What's today? This episode, this one's going to be good. All right. Not going to lie. We're talking a little bit about work stuff. probably my all-time favorite concept. Who are we kidding? The career break, Amanda.
The career break.
The
What does that
break.
mean?
Yes, something I've dreamed about my
Like when
whole
you're
life.
breaking?
Never done. Yes, you're just like taking a break. Not like the whole quitting your job moment thing though or anything. Like maybe a little bit. But this is really more about like where we kind of decide if we're going to like pause, pivot, or peace out like of our whole current trajectory, right? The career break.
Well, I think I'm going to love this episode because I've never actually given it the same structure of thought that you're leading us into. So I'm very intrigued. Let's go.
Let's do this. So hopefully if we do this right, we're going to help you figure out which of these three concepts applies to you. Well, if any, because maybe like in your case, like you love your job.
I do.
Right. You would never want to pause, pivot, or peace out.
And I wonder, is this more geared towards people who are in a corporate atmosphere versus self-employed? Or is it like even self-employed people who are like, no, maybe I need a break?
This is definitely more for sort of corporate world.
Okay.
Like, yeah. This isn't like, we're not talking to owners here. We're
Fair.
talking to your basic like folks who are like, you know, got their college education, got their degree, in the workforce, trying to decide what they want to do with their life.
Gotcha.
Totally.
I'm on board.
Yeah. Okay, let's go. Yeah, we're not like going to go like super deep into like the whole finding your purpose shit either. Like
No,
this
we're
isn't
only
like
sort of sophisticated.
right. This is
Come
not
on.
like super cultured and this is not like a psychology episode.
Okay, but can we throw in some like career therapy, maybe
We can
a
a
few
little bit.
psychological frameworks
Yeah,
and
maybe.
maybe like an unnecessary reference or two to eat for a love? Because I feel like
I don't know.
it's
Maybe.
right up the alley.
We'll try. All right, let's turn up the volume and let's get this thing going, right? Because we're going to make you question every choice that you've basically made since college, okay?
All
That's how
right.
this is going to work.
Let's go roll. But first we got to do word of the day.
The old WOD, the
WOD.
WAD. We're doing the WAD.
The
The WAD. That's what we're calling it.
That's
I'm
funny.
TMing right now.
Okay.
Okay, are you ready?
Ready?
Today's word is munificent.
Like Maleficent?
No.
A derivative of?
No, like munificent.
Munificent.
Munificent. Yes, it means extremely generous or giving.
Huh.
Like going above and beyond with something.
All
Like
right.
not just sort of generous or giving. Like the key word here is
Extremely.
extremely munificent.
Okay.
All right, ready?
I'm ready.
Can we do this? Can we
We're
start?
going to start it.
All right.
So there's history,
There's
or
always
we
history.
just kind of start with psychology
No,
stuff?
we're doing history. We're doing
history. There's history
There's a
to
little bit of history to everything. We're going to do a
where
little history.
career breaks even
Yes,
came from.
they are. We'll go fast, okay?
Okay.
Because there's not a lot here, right? Okay. The brief history. The brief history of the
Is it
United
also called a
States.
sabbatical?
Huh?
Can it also be called a sabbatical?
Dude, what are you reading my mind here? This is where we're going.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
That's it. Well, I mean, technically, a sabbatical is like something that's like offered to you in like your current position. Like we're talking career break, like if you're going to leave your actual job too. Like, so there's a little bit of both, but yes, sabbatical is included. You with me? All right. So history. The career break is kind of pretty new, actually. Like pre 1950s, work wasn't like really this super linear upward climb that we've all sort of come to expect in our career trajectory like today. You didn't really like pivot either. You just sort of put your head down and worked till you either died or collapsed or, you know, in a mine. Like,
Well, pretty
you
much,
blew up
right?
in a
Yeah,
mine.
yeah.
Right, exactly. And it was almost always at the same job, like, or on a farm or in a coal mine or a diamond mine or whatever, a steel mill. You get the idea. Like somewhere where like people would vote for Trump, right? Okay.
Okay.
Right?
I guess I do get the idea, but it was very different back then. And I don't really think anyone was trying to figure out how their jobs aligned with their values or anything. I think people were just trying to survive.
They were. That's right. Exactly. Right. Think Oregon Trail.
Yes.
Just don't die. Right.
Just don't die.
Nobody cared about their values. You want to know what the values were? The values were don't starve. Don't die.
Yep.
Yeah. Don't get crushed. Don't
Just keep going.
Don't blow up in a mine. That was it. Okay. And then maybe live long enough to retire and sit in a rocking chair.
I mean, I don't know if they even thought about retirement.
Yeah.
People died when they were 50.
No, but like I'm talking about like pre 1950. Like, so you're going way back. I'm saying
okay,
like in
okay,
the 1940s, right? I mean, they were like, okay, hey, maybe I can get a little pension money. Maybe I can get a little Social Security because we already had Social
Sure.
Security. I think it
That's
started
true.
like, I don't know, Roosevelt? Yeah, whatever. Okay, you get the idea.
He just did a lot of stuff.
He did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was like the 1940s. When did this all change?
Okay, but like not like super fast or anything. It just sort of like kept creeping up on us. I guess all the way back to the Industrial Revolution, but I don't want to go that far back. So sort of like it started gaining momentum like post World War II, because everything happens after a war, right? So the middle of the 1950s is when like, quote unquote white collar jobs started outpacing blue collar jobs, and everybody got like all fancy, right? That was the beginning.
Fancy.
Yeah. That was the whole beginning of the rise of what you'd call the corporate culture and like the idea of the American dream, right? We've heard
Right,
of the
because I
American
kind of feel like
Yeah.
unless you were in like finance during that time, everything else was mostly blue collar. Like it was the rise of the Industrial Revolution There was a lot of manual labor.
Yeah, and then
it's also why our education system changed.
It starts to shift, right? It starts to shift. And that starts putting pressure on everybody to start like advancing in their careers and like getting promotions and then starting looking for new companies and then climbing the corporate ladder started. So that whole thing. Okay, got it. So then fast forward to like the mid 70s and some dude named Herbert Freudenberger. How do you like that, right? German Jew. Freudenberger, right? I looked him up. He had to escape Germany because he was a Jew, dude, in the 1920s. You know what Freudenberger even means?
I don't.
Fun fact. Joy Mountain. Joy Mountain.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So anyway.
So Dr. Joy Mountain.
Dr. Joy Mountain, right? Good old Dr. Herb. So he coins the term burnout because everybody was so like uber focused on career advancement. Another fun fact. He got the term from all the druggies that were running around in the 1960s dropping LSD and frying all their brains to shit. They would say they were burned out.
Oh, okay.
Right? After they like had a bad LSD. I don't know. So when Dr. Herb started seeing all his fellow clinic workers spacing out and emotionally collapsing, he just stole the term. And boom, burnout was born in the 1970s.
It lives on today.
It does. We're still going.
But I love how so have you ever seen on TikTok how they have these words or like phrases that we say all the time?
What's TikTok? I'm not familiar. I don't know what your generation
You actually
does.
have TikTok? I do not have
Okay,
TikTok.
sorry, my bad.
I should say Instagram.
Yeah.
That the reels where you say like your phrase that we all knew.
Yeah.
Don't ask me, I'm bad at all of them. But then it like takes you back in time on
Oh,
where
yeah,
the
yeah,
phrase
yeah,
came
yeah,
from.
yeah.
The phrase came from. And I think that's fascinating.
We did an ep on that. I think it was like old people phrases, or I don't know what we called it.
Yeah.
But we had some
similar.
fun with it. Yeah, I remember.
And so even just the term burnout, everyone says it all the time, but there's a derivative.
This is where it comes from.
That's crazy.
Absolutely. Look
The
at
more
all
you know.
Look at all the stuff we're teaching people.
We're
out of control. We're sitting here talking about career breaks and we're teaching people about, the
Burnout.
etymology of burnout. Okay. All right. Let me fast forward to like the 1990s and early 2000s. And thanks to the tech boom, the idea of the career break finally started to develop and people started taking time off in little pockets here and there. But they didn't really know why they were doing it. They just knew they had to, but they weren't putting anything behind it, which finally brings us up to today. And now, of course, post-COVID, where everyone is spending a shitload more time taking time off, assessing their life choices and trying to decide the real right balance and everything about values and all the shit we were just talking about earlier, right? Like that now it's all of a sudden like super in everybody's face.
I mean, that kind of makes sense. We're just a generation who makes a big deal out of everything. So here we are.
We are. Well, your generation does anyway.
Fair.
I put my head down and do work.
Fair.
It's
very interesting if you look at like Gen X versus millennials.
No, we've talked about this. We all think that younger generations don't do more work, and it's not true.
No, I wasn't saying that they don't do more work. I was saying more on how we approach work, like
yes,
work
correct.
styles.
Yes, that
right?
is absolutely true.
Like your generation was a very like 9 to 5 true generation. Yes. When I'm done, I'm off.
Yes.
The millennials were, the birth of the internet, and so we're all like more entrepreneurial, right?
Yes,
in that sense.
Absolutely.
And then whatever Gen Alpha?
Gen Z and then Gen Alpha.
Gen
we got
Z,
2 more.
so,
right. Yeah. Well, Gen Z's in the workplace now. Gen Alpha's not yet. Yeah.
And I know that's like I don't know exactly what their work style is, but I think it's fascinating just by generation, the difference in our work styles.
Oh, totally.
And I also wonder if does that affect at all?
Oh, probably. I didn't get nearly that sophisticated, but I'm going to say yes, it does. But I'm pulling that absolutely out of my ass. That's the sort of part. That's not the sophisticated part.
Okay, fair.
Okay,
fair,
you got
fair.
it?
So then how do I know when I need a career break?
Oh, you have to have one because you're mean to me all the time.
I thought this podcast was my career break.
You've needed a career break for the last 5 years.
Well, how would one then need to know if they need to pause or pivot or peace out?
You have
like
a good.
No,
this is legit. You have that's a good segue. Thank you very much. Because honestly, like most people really like have no idea if they actually need a break. Living proof right here, Amanda. Come on. If you're anything like me, you just keep going until you're standing in your kitchen one day talking out loud, mind you, to your dead wife, like she's going to weigh in on whether or not you should quit your job or just like pop more melatonin. Which
wow, we just got dark
I've done
real quick.
A lot of. I know we have. Okay, you know me. I keep it real. You
do.
I mean, nobody's going to listen if we don't. I think. Well,
maybe. I mean, you're very genuine and you're open, and
or the opposite is true, and more people would listen if I would just shut my mouth. Okay, are we ready? Because ChatGPT, my new love. I ChatGPT'd a list of ways to tell if shit's getting serious and you need to reassess. Because 1, I needed a credible list and I'm not credible. So thank you, ChatGPT. And 2, I didn't want anybody to have the same problem that I did. Are you ready? Okay, so here's how you know if you have a problem.
At work, yeah.
Okay, number 1, you're stuck in a cycle of like meh, right? This is ChatGPT talking. This isn't me. All right, not really burnout, but not really fired up. Just like meh. Like, okay,
I have to go to work.
You got it. And for the record, ChatGPT people, it says meh. I'm like reading it right now. It says meh. Okay. Number 2, you fantasize more about quitting than about anything else. Like more than 50% of your time, you're starting to think about quitting. Okay. You get the
feel
idea?
like that's a red flag immediately.
This is it. What? Okay. But you asked me, how do I need to know if I got to pause people? This is it. Okay.
Sure,
Number
okay.
3. Okay. Sunday scaries. You've heard of Sunday scaries, right?
Is that like when you don't want to go to work?
Yes. You start worrying about money. Yes,
Got it.
absolutely. The Sunday scaries start earlier and earlier each weekend. So like if they were like at
like
8
on Friday.
p.m. Right. Absolutely. Yes. All right. You're onto something. Okay. Number 4, you just feel stuck. Like not in like a challenge kind of way. Like I'm stuck and want to fix this project, but like quicksand. Like no growth, no excitement, like a bunch of meetings, sad emojis. It all sucks. Okay. And then the last one is you keep asking yourself, is it me or is this whole job just kind of lame now? If you've started asking that question, we'll say once a week. I mean, ChatGPT doesn't say that, but I'm throwing that in there.
Sure.
Then it might not be you. It might be
time to skedaddle.
Yeah.
Okay, so I get it.
Okay.
But like, how can you tell whether you need a full-on break or maybe like a change, maybe a new position? How do you
know which one?
Or even like a move?
Yeah. Okay. So we'll do. Here's
right?
what we'll do.
You said pause, pivot, or peace out.
Okay. So we'll do them in order. You want to do it in order?
Yeah,
Okay.
let's
All
do it in order.
All right. We'll go.
I like order.
Right. Okay. Good point. Let me do definitions first, so everybody knows. Like I'll lay the groundwork. We'll do the 3 Ps. Pause is when you're mostly happy in your job, but you're just like cooked, like brain fried. Instead of jumping ship, you probably just need to recharge. So think, like you said, sabbatical or extended like PTO, like paid time off.
You like your job.
You still like your job. Yeah, you're tired.
Okay.
You're literally tired. But when you think about your job, you're not thinking about bad shit.
Got it.
You're just tired. Right. Okay. Pivot is when the job's not working, but the industry is like still relevant or interesting to you, or your skill set is still relevant or interesting to you. For my industry, maybe like employee A at my company, we'll call her employee A, still loves the beauty industry, but hates their role in project management. Either that or the opposite, right? You love being a project manager, but you're done with the beauty industry. So that's when you like move sideways. You start figuring stuff out, right? New company, new role, maybe even a new title, but like you're not blowing the whole thing up because one of the two is still working for you. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, that's pivot. Okay, then peace out is like, let's be honest, pretty self-explanatory. You're gone like forever. And then like
out of the industry, out of the job, just
you start a podcast
brand new
called Sort of Sophisticated, right? That's what you do.
So
right, just kidding.
Is peace out also maybe like midlife crisis time?
Okay. Yeah,
I don't know.
Peace out could be midlife crisis time. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's true.
Okay, so then are there clues to know which I mean,
yes. Okay, so back to
kind of like in the definition.
That's fair.
Was kind of
yeah. So we did the definition, but now we'll give you clues. Okay, so here we go. We'll do pause. Okay, pause. You think about it this way: you still care about your job deep down, just not right now. You're just super tired. And when you think about it for a minute, you know why you took your job. You remember like, no. This still gets me excited, right? Another one would be when you daydream. If you're daydreaming more about like going to national parks, Amanda, or like
all the time
going to Bali, or like where you want to go, that's probably pause because you're not thinking about the job. You're just thinking about where you want to be right now. That's usually a good sign.
Like, I just like travel.
No, but that's all right. But pause could be for just it's time for vacation.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't mean anything bigger than that.
It's not like you hate your job. It's just
not at all.
Oh, okay.
Pause could simply mean, again, think back to generations, right? Like if it's my generation, I got used to taking 1 vacation a year. Like maybe your generation wants to take 3 vacations a year. You just got to keep an eye on your battery level. Okay. That's all pause is.
I understood,
okay, you with me?
So it's more a battery level than it is about the job.
Yes. Another one could be like significant life change, right? Like divorce or death, right? Or maybe not even that bad, like birth of a child, maybe just sick. Somebody's sick in the family. Like those things could be manifesting as like, oh my God, something's wrong with my job, when really nothing's wrong with your job. You're stressed.
Outside sources are stressing you
absolutely.
out.
Yeah. And then finally, the most important one, that it's pause, is when you can actually pinpoint what's hard about it. Like, oh my God, your boss is driving you crazy because like you have to finish this project, or like you're coming off a crazy travel schedule, or something specific that you're like, I know when this is done, it will be better. Right? Those are all pause clues. Is this making more sense to you now?
Yes.
Okay, got it.
So now we're on to pivot.
We'll do pivot. Okay. But pivot and peace out are kind of, they have like similar diagnoses. Diagnosi?
Similar red flags?
Yes.
Okay.
Diagnosi or diagnoses? We're going to go with diagnoses. I have no idea if that's the right way to say it. Yes. What was our word of the day?
Maleficent.
No. Munificent. We have to remember
munificent.
Munificent. All right. Munificent. All right. I almost forgot
Clearly.
it. Okay. All right. Well, it doesn't fit there. But anyway. Okay.
I just changed the U in Maleficent.
Right,
or the A.
Munificent. Okay.
Munificent.
So for pivot and peace out, number 1, right? You start to feel numb. Like you're starting to feel resentful. Like things are getting serious. Like a lot. not like a little, okay? You've lost interest. You cannot find joy in your work anymore. Like low-key starting to hate like the thing you used to like or used to tolerate. Like think of your coworkers, think of your role, think of your workload. Before it was like, oh, I kind of like these people. And now you're like, oh my God, I don't even want to go see these people anymore. Yeah, okay, that's a big problem. Okay, number 2, ask yourself this question. Would you recommend your career to a younger version of yourself? So like, I don't know what, Luke's 23 years old. Okay, so if I was 23-year-old me and I said, should I take this job? And if you can't answer yes kind of right away, you got a problem. If you're like, well, okay, we might.
But what if your interests have changed?
No, absolutely. I know. That's the difference between pivot and peace out.
Okay.
Yeah. I said they're kind of similar. Like the flags are similar, then we're going to go a little deeper. Okay. Number 3, you can't picture a future anymore at your job. Like just you can't anymore. Even if you think about being promoted or getting a raise, like it's just uninteresting. You're like, yeah, no. An extra $100 a week? Yeah, no. Not enough for you? Yeah, you got it. Right?
It's kind of depressing.
Yeah. Well,
people are sitting in this.
This is what's happening.
Okay.
This is why we need to bring this awareness.
Okay.
Right? Let's go.
When there's an epidemic of quitting, I'm blaming you.
Yeah. Wait, we are here to change people's lives. Okay?
We're here to do something.
Aren't we? Wait, we're here to be more giving, extremely giving. You know what we're here to do? We're here to be munificent. Thank you very much. We just did that.
Well played.
Way to load me up there. Okay. Number 4, you're not feeling like you're growing in general, just like you're repeating the same thing year over year. Like nothing's challenging anymore. You're not getting somewhere. And then finally, like, let's be honest, dude, you turn into me. You start realizing like you're way too snarky and cynical now. And you just kind of don't give a shit sometimes. Think less sort of sophisticated, more asshole. Got it? You're just mean. Yeah.
All right. Too much anger.
Yeah, a lot of anger.
Pent up anger.
Well, that also might have to do with Gabby, but there's that whole life.
I know what was that?
That life
was like
stressor. That was the pause one though.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Okay. So then, if none of that helps, just ask yourself this question, Amanda. Ready? You want the question? The question of all questions. Okay. If I quit tomorrow, would I feel guilty or would I feel free?
Ooh, but that's not fair.
Just answer it right away. Boom. Yes or no.
But why would you I think people would feel guilty for different reasons rather than feeling.
Oh my God, you're going way too deep into this. We're doing the sort of part.
More like emotional.
Guilty or free? If it's freedom,
know.
time to pivot or peace out. If it's
okay.
Done and done.
I mean, maybe the best way to get through this then is to do some scenarios so that people actually know what we're talking about here.
Oh my God.
So maybe like a little role play.
Of course you would.
I'm going to throw out a situation and then you have to tell me if it's like a pause, pivot, or peace out. Because
yes, that's fine. We can do
I feel like if it's not applicable, then it's all theory.
If pause, pivot, or peace out is not applicable, please.
No.
There was so many P's in that. Please, Peter, is pause, pivot, or peace out applicable? Can we order pepperoni pizza? Okay.
Listen.
Okay, go.
Go. So I did ChatGPT this whole next section. So again, grace. I also think it's really weird that we rely so much on AI and that earlier you said, I'm not credible, but ChatGPT is.
Which is totally not credible.
It's so yes, there's just so many things. I'm having a moment with this.
Okay.
However.
First, can I interrupt? I know I'm an interrupter, but 2 things. One, I'm super proud of you for using ChatGPT, because you are not the best at ChatGPT.
No.
But 2, I will say that PSA people, we have gotten organized here with ChatGPT. We know how to ask it questions, so we get credible answers now.
I mean,
it took a year to figure out, but here we are. Okay.
Here we are.
Because if you just prompt ChatGPT with stupid prompts, you get some shit. It's not that good.
It's true.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to finesse it.
You have to know what you're doing
for you.
Yes.
And I mean, but all that to say, so I asked it to create scenarios so that way we can kind of go through and make it applicable to people.
I love this. Okay. Challenge accepted.
Okay, ready?
Let's go.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Scenario 1.
Go.
You love your team. The job's mostly fine. But lately, you've kind of been zoning out of meetings and can't remember the last time you felt excited about anything that's work-related. So you're kind of starting to feel uninterested. Are we pause, pivoting, or piecing out?
Easy peasy. We're pausing.
Yeah, I know that one. That's
okay,
fine. Easy.
You just need to reset, dude. Take PTO, like I said. You know what? Eat, pray, love.
There you go.
Do your thing, okay?
Go on vacation.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Let's
Binge watch The Crown.
Okay, that one is easy.
It's easy, right.
Okay, scenario number 2.
Well, let me say this. Hold on, I do want to say this. If you realize after your pause, you don't want to come back.
Oh, that's true.
Like you got a bigger problem. Like asterisk. Yeah, bingo. Okay. But otherwise, that's totally easy. That's a pause.
Like if you don't feel regenerated.
Yeah. Because you said the job's mostly fine, right? Like you're just zoning out. You're daydreaming. Yes. Yeah, that's all.
Okay.
Okay, go.
Scenario 2. Per ChatGPT.
Let's go.
Imagine you've been in the same role for years and you've totally mastered it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't have that feeling.
You're
ever.
crazy. Yeah. But everyone thinks you're great at it.
Mm-hmm. Never mind.
And
they don't.
Shut up.
Okay.
Yes, they do. Everyone thinks you're great at it, but secretly you're dying of boredom. You're not challenged.
Wait.
Is it?
No. Okay, hold on. You threw me off at the end. Do that one again.
Oh.
Say it again.
Imagine you've been in the same role for years and you've totally mastered it. Everyone thinks you're great at it, but secretly you're dying of boredom. Which is it?
I am going with pivot on this one.
Okay.
At least from what I can gather from the basically 2 sentences that you gave me.
Listen,
Thank you, ChatGPT.
this is ChatGPT. I don't know what to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say pivot. Maybe you need to find something that's more interesting to you, right? Or maybe you do need to maybe take a pause and step away and
I'm assuming it's pivot.
reevaluate.
Here's how I know it's pivot.
How?
Do you want to know how it's pivot?
Yes, I do.
Because the way you ChatGPT'd, you went in order because you have OCD.
Yeah.
So it probably gave you a pause, a pivot, and a peace out. So I'm going with pivot. Just simply because of that, okay?
Well, what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
Come on now.
So the word bored was the key word. It's boredom. I think that was what you used at the right. Okay, so that's how you know, right? You're sort of like the job's rote, like R-O-T-E wrote, not like W-R-O-T-E wrote. Right. Okay. So it's time to be bold, man. It's like, do something.
Well, this was just horrible. Now that you just pointed out that we're going in order, so here we are. Scenario 3.
I try to get into your brain a little bit so I know how to pass all the tests that you throw at me.
See, so AI still is not smarter than us.
It's not.
Yeah, because it just takes
Well, not yet. It will
I don't
be.
want to talk about
Okay,
that.
so that one was totally pivot.
Okay,
and you basically need to see a therapist or figure out what you need to do or
how to get more interested in work.
Yes, exactly.
Make it spicy again.
Yeah. Yes. Make it spicy. Okay, give me the last one.
Okay,
Go.
last one, which we already know what it's going to be, but
Okay,
here
go.
it is.
But we got to really hear it, Amanda. So bring it home.
Okay.
Bring it home for
Ready?
listeners. Go.
You're getting decent performance reviews.
I've never had a performance review in my life.
Of course not.
Okay.
You're respected in your job. People even go as far as asking for your advice. But every Sunday night, you get the Sunday scaries.
There they are.
I mean, that's kind of like
the Sunday
that's
scaries.
like a flag word, right? A buzzword. It's a buzzword.
ChatGPT said Sunday scaries.
I did.
That's the coolest thing ever.
But you also got, anyways.
Okay,
Whatever.
go. Sorry.
You're not quite miserable or anything, but you're not excited either, and you keep telling yourself you should be grateful. The job is good on paper, but deep down, it just feels like you're living someone else's life.
No, yeah, that's totally. Yeah.
Obviously.
Like they did a good job there, though. That one's a little sneaky, but that's totally a peace out, right? Like cut the crap. God is yelling at you, or I don't know, whoever you believe in. I mean, I believe in God. Okay, this one is not about being bored like the last one. This one's like a problem, like
something is triggering you and you don't want to go to work.
Absolutely, because you are living a lie now. It's not your job anymore. It's like someone else's job because you don't want to have this job. Absolutely. Okay, wait a second. That reminds me. Do you remember the joke about the guy on the roof?
What roof?
With the flood.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
He's like, the guy in the boat comes by to pick him up, and he's like, no. Here, jump in the boat. He's like, no, God will save me. And then like the helicopter comes by. And the helicopter, grab the ladder. No, God's going to save me. And then he dies in the flood. And then he goes up to heaven.
He's like, God, why didn't
you
save
me? And he goes, I
did.
What are you
I said
talking
a boat.
about?
I said a helicopter.
You
said no.
Right.
Well, and there's sometimes I think we do get stuck in jobs where we're comfortable.
Yes.
And that comfortability, is that the right word?
I love that word. Okay. Yes.
Turns into
TM.
Resentment.
Yes, it does. Thank you very much.
So
listen, that could have been me. Like I had to be careful, right? Like because 30 years, I mean, I worked my way up the corporate ladder, but then it was okay. How do I pivot? Like I had to really dig in and figure out. Like, yes, absolutely, right. So I did a bit of a pivoting, and here we are. We're doing a little bit of this fun podcast and having a little thing, and I'm energized at work and all sorts of stuff. But it's hard stuff because that could easily be a piece out. Like you have to do some serious soul searching to figure this out, right?
You absolutely do.
Yes.
But what if you do that soul searching and you discover, yes, I'm in the peace out mode.
Yes.
But there's like this whole full body rejection because you actually can't quit right now. Like your bank account says, nope, try again later.
Oh,
or,
shit.
There's just so many other things that are
no. That's because that's serious. So that's actually serious shit, right? If you can't leave your job, which is totally legit, you have to make a plan. You have to make a real plan to leave. This can't be like
it can't just be like ejection button.
I mean, this is what you
pull the ripcord.
This is what you teach people all the time.
We do, and that's why I kind of brought it up.
Yes.
It's just because. Even though we're talking about this and people may connect with it and be like, nope, going to march into my boss's office tomorrow and quit.
Right.
Like, you need to make sure that you're
prepared. Or the opposite, right. Or the opposite. People are like, oh my God, I know what they're saying, but they don't understand. I don't have any money and I live paycheck to paycheck. Here's the deal. I tell my kids this all the time. Like literally, this is all I'm drilling into my kids. Have your 6 months worth of emergency fund.
Absolutely.
Like start with anything. I mean, start with 3 months. I really don't give a crap. But I mean, don't do anything else. until you
Just
have
save.
an emergency. Right. You have to, because life is going to throw crap at you. And if, like right now, Luke, he likes his job. He's engineer. He's, working and having fun, but he's already starting to think like, hey, do I want to teach? Do I want to do something different? Right. Like,
so soon. If he's already having.
Right. So and because we're asking these kids we had to do it when we were 20 years old. Oh, what's your life choice? Holy crap. You don't know that yet. So, the kid has saved all his money. Like, he's amazing.
He is great.
But so literally, if he wanted to walk away tomorrow,
he could.
He's fine. He doesn't even need to mooch off me for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
If he really didn't want to, right?
Just be responsible, right? I think that's the biggest thing. It's like, make the decision that is best for you, for your mental state, for your creativity, for your spiritualness, whatever it is, but do it responsibly.
It's like eating vegetables. Right? Here's the deal. It's the same exact thing. Nobody wants to eat their vegetables. You just want to eat the fun stuff. It's the same with money. If you save the money first, you can make all your choices. But too often, people are like, oh, it's okay. My job's good enough. I'm just going to spend all my money, do whatever you got. And it's like, it's BS because you didn't save the emergency fund to begin with.
It's true, because now it's not just about surviving.
No.
Right now.
It's not. Absolutely. I can't stress enough, right? Love him or hate him, dude. Dave Ramsey.
Love
him. But
conflicted.
I know, but he still gives some good.
There are some solid tips.
Right. And this is one of his really solid tips. Yeah. There's other stuff, maybe not. Okay, I got it. Where were we?
Well, now that we just kind of brought that all down, and you hate your job, but sucks, you got to stay. Are there any fun facts to lighten the mood?
No, I don't even have any fun facts. No, it's terrible. Here's a fun fact. We're all going to die. It's terrible.
It's true.
Right.
Well, and that's, I think, the biggest
thing. I have fun. Of course I have fun facts.
I know you do.
Okay, go.
But
what?
In your point of we're all just going to die, your career should bring you some joy and excitement.
Has to.
But and this is where people will probably not agree with, but I do believe we were all made with a passion, something that we're good at. That's why we live in community.
Do you know how hard it is to find?
Different traits.
Do you know how hard that is to find?
What?
The passion and what we're good at. That takes a long time.
Well, it does. And I think as a society, again, our education system is based off of the Industrial Revolution. So we were part of it as we're going through education. We are made to become little soldiers who listen and follow the bells and all the things.
Right.
But if we could figure out or even help youth figure out what their passions are earlier, there's not as much, I feel. I know people give the current college generation a bad rap because oh, you finished college and then you're a boomerang and you went back home and now you just sit on your parents' couch and blah, 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 blah.
Right.
But there isn't, I guess, a new and improved way of helping kids find their passions besides that stupid career test, right, that we all take. And if we could find our passions, which again, I think we're all born with, for the community that we're living in, I think we would all be a little more happier at our jobs.
It's kind of like that. What's that Japanese term for when you're good at something, the world needs it, and you're passionate about it. It all comes together. Do you know the word? What's the word? Look up the word. I don't remember the word. The word is, I think the word, it's it starts with an I. Ikigai. I think it's ikigai. Ikigai. Okay. All right. Make sure I'm right. But I think I said it right.
You're right.
Yeah. Okay. That's what people need to do earlier.
Yeah.
It's figure that whole thing out, right? Instead of just sort of marching down a road. And that's what I'm hoping my kids are learning from me anyway. And
right.
A little off track of pause, pivot, or peace out.
No. But I think you're
having that's the moment of clarity you're looking for.
Right. I think you're lessening the chances of your need to pause, pivot, or peace out.
Absolutely. Yes, that is well said. And if we had more people doing that, we'd be dude, you know what? It all comes full circle. We'd be like the Lakotas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the Lakotas
in the Black Hills. We would, because they had their shit together.
Let's
go. Were the Lakotas from the Black Hills? I don't even know.
Yeah, they were everywhere.
Oh my
Black
God.
Hills.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, fun facts. Are we ready for fun facts?
I am.
Because I think that's all started by you asking me for fun facts.
I did, yep.
All right. Besides we're all going to die, here we go. Number 1, the term sabbatical. When you were asking at the beginning, here it is. It's a fun fact. It comes from the Hebrew word Shabbat, which means to rest. It originally referred to letting the land rest every 7th year. Now it just means letting your brain rest so it has a chance to recharge and get back.
Love it.
Shabbat. Yes. Sabbatical.
Love it.
There you go. Speaking of sabbaticals, the average length of a voluntary sabbatical is about 6 months.
6 months.
6 months.
I would not have picked 6 months.
Yes. Long enough to rediscover your sanity, but short enough that your resume doesn't look like a warning sign. Right?
I love that. Well, wait, I have a question. What type of jobs give these sabbaticals?
Thank you very much. If I had a job with a sabbatical, I think we'd be big companies.
Off of the top of my head, really? Because the only one on top of my head was education.
Tech companies, education.
Okay.
Education does it every 7 years. I think every 7 years. Don't quote me on it. I think I know a buddy. I think he's at B of A right now. So banks are starting to do it. Yeah, not 6 months. I think he's getting 6 or 8 weeks.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, I think it's an awesome idea.
It helps them recharge. Keeps
does.
your employee.
It's just smart. Yes. And when you're in small companies, right? Because I get it. America's run by, but it's very hard. Yes. Yes, exactly. All right. Number 3. Over 62% of professionals say they've considered a career break, pause, pivot, or peace out, but only 14% actually have taken one. So, Amanda, that means that there's almost 50% of people that are fantasizing about at least pausing, but too scared to do it. Like, I guess 48% of people. That's crazy when you think about it. That's half the workforce that's walking around numb, just pretending like they're fine. And
I just think
holy shit.
It goes back to, are they in the right position to begin with?
I know. It's hard stuff. Save your money, people.
Yeah.
Let's get organized. Do it early. Do it now. Do it before there's a lot of responsibility.
Or come to terms with it. Like, I do think that's another thing, right?
Yes.
If you can identify, no, I'm in this cycle, and 48% of the workforce evidently is, that I'm in this cycle. I obviously don't love it very much. Maybe it's a change in attitude, a change in mentality of going through the steps and finding your purpose maybe outside of it.
Yes.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, like sort of sophisticated?
Yeah.
Sort of sophisticated. Okay. Number 4, in Finland, career breaks are normalized and even subsidized. Well, up until July of 2024.
Oh.
They just changed it. I was looking it up. I was doing my research. Finland offers leave programs for employees that have worked 20 years in the workforce and at least 13 months in their current job, like with their current employer.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. And they let you step away and still keep up to 70% of your benefits for up to 6 months.
Wow.
Yes. Right? But now they don't.
So that's like... Yeah. The government will subsidize small businesses to allow these
bingo.
breaks.
Yeah. Okay, we're moving to Finland. Okay,
I know.
We have to do an episode on Finland. I know a dude.
Oh, you do?
Yes, Yuka. We got to get Yuka. Yes, we got to get him on here. Oh my God, he's excellent dude. Yeah, I know him through.
But he lives here, so I'd be fascinated.
We'll bring him on.
Okay.
We'll bring him on. We'll do a whole thing on Finland. Oh, that's I totally remember
Good one.
that. Good. Finally, last one. Have you ever heard of the term funployment?
Totally.
Oh, okay. Whatever. I never had. Apparently, this is a real thing, and it was coined in the early 2000s during the tech bubble downturn. And it was the idea when you got laid off or made like an impulsive decision to quit, you used the chance to, catch this, sleep in, travel, or take up some weird hobbies.
Yeah, to have fun.
Yeah. So isn't that just like a fancy term for like just being unemployed and spending all your money?
It absolutely is. And I didn't say that it was a good term.
So they retermed it funployment, like you're doing
because
something?
It sounds so much better than unemployment.
You know what I think it is? I think it's dumb.
Well, it probably is.
Yeah. I think it's the opposite of munificent.
It is the opposite of that word. All right. So we got through all the fun facts. And basically, I think we did a pretty good job of all of the definitions and the information that we gave. But maybe we'll just do like a quick recap. So that way, if anyone's just, skips to our call to action section.
Yeah, they should.
They would just
That's what most people do, right? They're just like, do we really like this podcast? No, not really. Call to actions. Click.
They'd have to like it a little bit to even want to go to call to action.
There.
So
all right, fine.
Put it all in a neat little package.
Hopefully this was mildly
with
helpful.
a bow.
Okay, let's recap. So don't be putting in 2 weeks notice yet, people, and have the whole office like shut down because you decided to quit on them. First, if today's episode gave you something to think about, which we hope it did, do yourself a favor and start to talk to someone about it this week. Like this week. Do not wait. You can talk to a friend. You can talk to a mentor. You can talk to a therapist. Anybody. Just take one small step because I think 50% of the workforce, like we said, is just paralyzed. They're just stuck. So you don't have to make some big play.
But it's okay.
Take one step.
Everyone should know it's okay to talk to people about it.
Absolutely. That's where I think we should start. Then, if we want to dig a little deeper, I have a few resources to try out. So the first one is a book called Designing Your Life by Bill Burnett and Dave Evans. And it's basically like career therapy in book form. And it has like a bunch of exercises to help you reframe things. It's worth the $12 on Amazon. I bought it years ago.
And if you don't like to read, get on Audible.
Yeah, absolutely. Then there's one called The Defining Decade by Meg Jay. And this one's for like, especially if you're in your 20s or 30s, right? Well, early 30s, I would say. And think you're already behind. Spoiler alert, you're not behind. Trust me.
Okay.
Also, $12 on Amazon. Apparently $12 is like a popular price of books on Amazon. And then finally, if you want like a real podcast that actually is sophisticated, try The Next Big Idea. It's like our show, but without the sort of part. Like it's professional and stuff. Less swearing, more neuroscience. You get the idea. And they talk a lot about career advice, career trajectory, stuff like that. So not for me, but totally for folks looking to go down this rabbit hole. Okay, and then finally remember these relevant details to seem sort of sophisticated. First, pause is when you're exhausted but still aligned with what you're doing. Pivot when the role is wrong but the path still works. And peace out when everything inside of you screams, absolutely not, get me the fuck out of here. Second, remember, burnout isn't a badge of honor. And if you're dragging yourself through your workday, it might be time to do something radically productive, like time to rest. And finally, for the record, changing direction doesn't mean you failed. I think people are so worried about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said it earlier. It means you're just paying attention, right? Whatever path you're
in
on.
tune to yourself.
Yes.
That's all.
Yes, absolutely. Give yourself the freedom to step off for a second. Even 5 minutes of clarity can change everything. And if you're wondering whether you're allowed to take a break or not, we are here to tell you, you are.
We hereby grant you permission.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Amanda.
All right, and there you have it, dear listeners. A career break isn't a cop-out or a midlife meltdown. To use an analogy from our last episode, it's a strategic pit stop on the F1 race course.
Oh, I like it.
So whether you're pausing for a sanity reboot, pivoting into a fresher lane, or peacing out to chase a totally new horizon, the goal is still the same. Reclaim your energy, your curiosity, and your sense of why. So we did our job today. You're walking away with a clearer roadmap, a couple of laughs, and permission to press whatever button, pause, pivot, or peace out, so your life feels more like your own. So sketch the plan, stash the cash, book the PTO, or draft the resignation email. We won't judge you, we swear. If you liked what you heard, hit subscribe, drop us a review, or share this episode with your coworker who's about to bust out of here without a doubt. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and remember, sometimes the most productive thing you can do is step away.